All right, guys, just waiting for people to get here. Bear with me for one moment, please. I'd appreciate it. All right. And then today, in the background, all right, actually took some notes today. Today's gonna be back and bicep day. I'm gonna start with a double end bag as usual, and then I'm gonna move into the workouts, which is going to consist of, after the warm up, then we're gonna do overhand pull-ups, an incline dumbbell row, kneeling single arm lat pull down, incline dumbbell reverse fly, incline dumbbell kickback, and then a hammer curl with a Zotman variation. And then in the background, I've got my lovely wife. I guess yesterday I missed a whole bunch of comments on the live stream, so got my lovely wife back here, making sure that I don't miss any comments, making sure that I'm able to reply to you guys, and just helping me out. So not used to doing this with an audience, but I guess we're gonna figure it out as we go. So anyway, let's get started. All right, so we'll do this. This will probably be about 10 minutes after all is said and done. I don't usually actually judge the time. I'll just put on a song and there's some music, and then I'll play like 2 songs for my warm up, and then typically for my cool down I'll do about 1 song, and that's how I figure out what the duration is. But by the time you get started on this double end bag, after 5-10 minutes, you're gonna be plenty warmed up. So let's get started. Double end bag works really good, not only to get your blood flowing, but also to get that mind-muscle connection that you strive to get in order to be able to connect with your body the best. Helps with your focus, gets you in the zone that you want. So this workout, you don't dread the entire time, and you can slowly start getting into it a lot better. And as you gradually warm up, it's just, in my opinion, this is a business. This thing is awesome. Must have tool. Try to concentrate on this full extension. That's one of the nice things about recording myself doing this, is I'm able to see my form, because you can't always see your form, or you can't, like your form might feel good while you're actually working out. But in all actuality, it's complete crap. You know, when you're punching, you want full extensions, right? It's warm today, baby.
It is very warm. It's full 72.
Scorcher.
Any thoughts on getting a speed bag?
What's that?
Todd asks if there's any thoughts on getting a speed bag.
Speed bag? I'm not familiar much. I actually have one. Just bought one. But I have a speed bag and a heavy bag. I just have to find room for it. Clear out the garage a little bit more. And then I can learn how. But I would assume the speed bag would be just as beneficial because there again, it's going to force you to focus on your muscle, mind-muscle connection and focus on what's at hand. Just forget about all the bullshit from the rest of the day or whatever. Put you in the mood. And that's it. Now, Now it's time to start moving on to the pull-ups. We'll get started there.
Todd says that thing would have hit me in the face at least a couple of times.
What's that?
Todd says that thing would have hit me in the face at least a couple of times.
It takes learning, man.
He hits freaking hard too.
It takes a lot of practice. I'm still new at it, man. I've only had it, what would you say, babe? 2 weeks? A month? Maybe a month? And I didn't use it for, I tried it. I played with it as soon as we got it the first time. And then it sat here for at least a week, maybe 2, before I actually started getting out here and using it. But it's tough. It's really tough because of the unpredictability of it. Take off my workout shoes.
You're doing great with it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. There we go. I don't know what's up with that.
Mine did that.
Did it? Yeah, it's funny because, like, being here and hearing how loud that bag is when you hit it, as hard as I'm hitting it, like, I mean, it's actually a pretty good blow. But then when I go back and watch it on after the live stream is over and critique my words are hard already, man. Holy shit. So when I go back and I watch it and I critique my technique and my form, it doesn't even look like I'm hitting that hard. It doesn't look like I'm hitting it square. Like I said, and it looks like, I could clearly see that I wasn't like fully extending my arms, so I wasn't even getting I'm not even getting the full power without full arm extension that I should be. And I had no idea until yesterday. So, all right, so underhand pull-ups. Be the first one until failure. All right. So, next on the list, we're going to do some incline dumbbell rows.
Todd says even with what you're doing, takes time to do. Each time you hit the bag, you'll be able to hit it harder in progress.
Yeah, absolutely, Todd. Absolutely, Todd. That's what I'm finding as well. And then, at night, I'll take a lunch break when I'm at work. And then on my lunch break, I'm doing a 30-minute jump rope workout. I actually just smoked the rope finally. The jump rope failed last night. So I had a backup, thankfully, because I knew it was coming. But, and then after that 30-minute jump rope workout, then I'm doing head movement drills, as well as some shadow boxing for between 15 and 30 minutes. And then I'll also, maybe, sometimes I'll, if I'm feeling up to it, because it's an intense workout. And then after I'm done with that, the head movement and the shadow boxing, then I'll do some sprints if I feel up to it. But here's a incline dumbbell rows right here. Once again, everything till failure. All right, so what was our next one? But there it is. Was it a kneeling lat pull? Yeah, kneel single arm lat pull. So I'm just trying to bring more structure into it. I want to make sure that there's crowd involvement. And it's a lot easy, you know, when I get in here oftentimes, I've been working out off and on my whole life. And so when I get in here, I just typically make up my routine. I remember what I did last time, and then I just change it up every time. But Robin's been working out with me. She's been on the same schedule as I have been. She's seeing crazy gains too. Let me tell you, she's looking smoking as ever. But so it's forcing me to actually write out the workout routine, so when she's on her lunch break, she's able to come out here and get her workout done. Because this is the first thing in the morning for me. Yeah, it's almost 5 p.m., but I got to go to work in a couple hours. I just woke up. This is the first thing I do, is come in here and work out. That way I can get it done. I can get my workout, my breath work, go in, cook dinner, and be a father and a husband. Essentially, that's all that matters. That's what we're here for, right? So, one arm lat pull, kneeling one arm lat pull. Now, if you notice, I don't have a seat, so I can't do a traditional lat pull down. Where you're seating, you're able to lock in your knees. So this is the variation that I have to use. I'm going to put a little more on there.
You can, it's just a little different.
I also like to do progressive loading. So I don't know how to get this for the camera to see me right, but extending my arm all the way and then getting my lat engaged down into here, and then I want to pull it down until it's parallel with my body, and then back up And then once again, till failure. You'll feel this in your forearms too. I almost can't even hold it anymore. My forearm is so smoked from that. Nice and slow. Holy smokes. All right. So now is going to be incline reverse dumbbell flies. This one is lightweight. It doesn't take much. Most of these are really lightweight. Doesn't require much at all. But so just like this, just like you would doing a pec flies, chest flies. This is just only for your back. Oh yeah, see. Even the 20s are too much for that. It doesn't take much at all. So I'm going to step it down to 15s and see. It's not going to leave any room for any progressive loading, but I mean, this is a banger. See my form going to shit? Form has left the building.
Just like lat raises, 10 pounds will never feel so heavy.
What's that?
Just like lat raises, 10 pounds will never feel so heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. All right. Now we're going to do incline kickbacks. Incline dumbbell rear kickbacks. So We'll do the 15s again. Here's another one. You'll never know how bad this can hurt you. You will feel the burn off of this, I'm telling you. So it's essentially the same. It's very similar, except you're just going back. And you hold it. About 45-degree angle from your body. See, my form is already going to shit. I'm done. Whew. And then, so it's going to be a bicep curl with Ottoman variation. How's that right there? I'll come over here. So, you see, people really like to do hammer curls because it helps the peak of your bicep. But when you do the dumbbell curl with Ottoman variation, you're getting both the best of both worlds. It's going to create your biceps to be wide. It's going to make your biceps wider. What is it? Brachialis, I believe. Because this is what's going to make this part of your bicep is what's going to make your arm look bigger and wider. So we're going to be able to get all three muscles in the actual bicep itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to dumbbell curl, and we're going to turn into a hammer, and we're going to come back down nice and slow. Up, back down. Once again, it does not take much weight at all. To failure. That's all I got for that one, man. Holy smokes. And repeat.
Patrick says, you're getting big, bro.
Pat said, thanks, Pat. Appreciate it, man. Carnivore diet. That's it.
And working out. And working out.
Yeah, oh yeah, workout, but never seen gains like this before, ever. Man, my biceps are so smoked from that. I think I'm gonna be lucky to get one pull-up. Holy smokes. But I can always cheat, right?
That's what I do. That's what I have to do.
Yeah, it helps. I mean, it takes away a bunch of your leverage. So when you're starting out with pull-ups, people use the machine at the gym, which is fine, or the the big band, the rubber bands, and that's fine too. For me, I'm just able to cheat with this instead, so I don't need any of that equipment. But as I've gotten older, pull-ups have just become a weak point. You know, I remember when I was younger, in my 20s, I was able to bang out 20, no problem. I'll get there before too long. But about a month ago, I mean, I was struggling at 1, and now I can do, I think, 7 in a row.
You
So.
just did like 8 or 9. Your first round was 8 or 9.
Oh, really? Before?
I counted it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it happens fast. You just have to stick to it, and remember, those are also underhand too. I don't care if I kip. You know, ideally, you know, no kip, but I mean, I'm not that good at it yet to where I can control my form that well. So I know my form on these is going to be bad, but there's only one way to actually build that strength. So that's what I'm doing. That's all I got. I might have been able to put my second leg up there and get a couple more, but that's plenty. All right. So now we'll get back to the dumbbell row.
Pat's asking, how long does it take to recover?
You mean after my workout is complete, or daytime? What do you mean? So after my workout, by the time I'm done with my box breathing, typically my heart rate is back down to right around 100 beats per minute, which is, you know, it's manageable. But I'm triggering so much dopamine in my mind, in my head, that my brain is still going a million miles an hour. And sometimes getting my thoughts into words is extremely difficult to do because I'm just going so fast up here that I can't get it out here. But as far as like healing over like the course of days or whatever to where I can get back in and I'm not feeling like crazy soreness, I don't really have that anymore. I don't really feel soreness anymore. Every now and then, within 3 or 4 days, like, what was it, babe? I think it was last week. The core workout, I couldn't hardly sit up for probably 3 days. But like today, I'm perfectly fine from the core workout that I did yesterday. And that wasn't even last week. It wasn't even like a full dedicated day to core. I think I did hanging leg lifts, Russian twists, and the ab roller. And for probably 3 days, it was difficult to get out of bed. But now I'm not feeling anything, literally nothing. So I hope that answers your question.
It did.
Yeah.
Todd asks, are you sore every day?
No. No, in fact, I'm almost never sore at all. Sometimes I'll only feel it for an hour or two after I'm done with the workout. But you know, sometimes you like that feeling, right? You like the stiffness that you get along with that slight sensation of being of being sore. It almost makes you feel like you actually achieved more. So in that aspect, I kind of wish that I was sorer more often. But at the same time, if I'm still seeing the gains, it's still coming off from around the old spare tire here. And you know, like when I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but like my arms, my shoulders, and chest are actually starting to become vascular. So that's just I'm seeing the improvements, but I don't feel the consequences, I guess. Can you see my hand shaking already?
I can, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Need to get a better. It's too tight in here. I can't get the angle that I like, but
That's a good one, Pat.
what do you say?
Time to take over the living room.
Yeah, the boss is standing right here. Oh, she's the one that wanted to get all the workout equipment. So we
And
can
I
call
use
this.
it.
She uses it all the time. Actually, we got gym memberships when we first got here. I don't remember how much it was going to be. It was going to be like $350 a month or something like that. $300 a month for all three of us. It was going to be stupid expensive. You know, we live on an island, right? So they can gouge, they can charge whatever the hell they want. So they do. And we weren't having it. And to figure it out, Robin's like, let's just get a gym for the garage. So she found a smoking deal. We bought all of our equipment and then just been banging it out. Because typically, I don't like working out at home. I always feel that I have to go somewhere to work out in order to feel motivated. And it took, it's crazy, but mindset, right? Mentality. Getting used to actually working out at home versus going somewhere, because I've always had to go somewhere my entire life. So getting over that hurdle of something in my brain telling me that that's what I have to do and never using my workout equipment. But I mean, we use the hell out of it. Every day, somebody's out here, if not twice a day. So Robin's killing it too, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, reverse flies. I'm going light, man. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she said, let's put this in the living room, Chad. I honestly wouldn't. See, that feels too light, man. We'll see.
10s. All right. Now we're gonna do kickbacks. Right? Yeah, rear kickbacks. Incline dumbbell, rear kickbacks. That is absolute failure.
Pat is asking, so how many days rest for the same muscle group?
Typically, it's gonna end up being 3. Hi, baby. Because what I'm gonna end up doing, so today will be back and bis. Tomorrow will be legs, chest and tris, core, and then back and bis again. So 5 days, 5-day rotation. But then even sometimes I'll still change it up to where I'm doing push exercises that are gonna target, obviously my chest and tris, but also incorporate the back. Or I'll do pull exercises that do the same thing. And then I'll also do entire, like a week of, say, like 5x5s, where I do 5 exercises. I'll do 5 sets. And then I go to failure. Typically what people do when they do a 5x5 is it'll be 5 exercises, 5 reps. But I like to do 5 exercises, 5 sets, because I do lighter weight. And the thing is like you don't have to have heavy weights if you get in there and do it, because by not resting and just getting in there and banging it out. So like say on the bench press you put a weight on there that you can do 20 times. You go through the circuit, by the time you get back there, if you just put another 20 pounds on each side, or another 5 pounds on each side, so an additional 10 to 20 pounds, you're increasing your load, but you're not going to be able to bang that out 20 more times, so you're still causing the hypertrophy inside of your muscles, if that makes any sense. So effectively, essentially what's happening is, I don't have science to back this shit up. This is just my experience for me. So, do with it what you will. But what ends up happening is you end up progressive loading your weights. And since you're using a lighter weight, you're going to be a lot less prone to injury, in my experience. Like I could lift way heavier, but I don't want to. I mean, you start getting north of 40 especially, injury is a real thing. So I'd rather be able to get out here every day, bang this out, burn a ton of calories, get my workout in, and get out. So, in my opinion, the most important part is keeping it fresh and not going into the gym and doing the same workouts every single time you go in there. Because there's so many different muscles within each muscle group that needs to be targeted in order for efficient and effective balanced growth. Whether it comes to aesthetics or strength, they all need to be worked out. So the rest period may actually be more than that per muscle. But then I'll do, oh, that's another thing. When I do my 5x5s, then I do compound workouts. Long sweeping multi-group workouts. So like the ab roller, because it's going to target the entire core. Multiple angles of pull-ups, underhand, overhand, side hand. Military press up, right? So standing overhead press or military press on the with the seat all the way inclined. So I'll do that for a week straight. Throw squats in there. And like I was saying yesterday, like I told Todd, I'm gonna have to start doing deadlifts too. Because for those that don't know, I have 3 herniated discs in my lower back and pulled sciatica. Had to go through 7 months of therapy several years ago, but ever since I started carnivore, I haven't had any issues with my lower back. So I need to start doing more exercises for my lower back and incorporating it into my routine.
How long have you been on carnivore?
It'll be a year, October.
And Pat's asking, what's your diet like just before and after a workout?
After. Only after. I wake up.
You're fasted before?
What was that last part?
You're fasted before
Yeah.
the workout?
Yeah. I wake up, drink some water, come in here, work out, fasted, and then immediately after this, dinner's actually already cooked. Robin smoked some more chuck roast today for pulled beef, and then so I'll go pull that apart because they're still together. So go inside, we'll pull that apart, wolf it down, be a dad and a husband. I'll go to work, and then I'll take my lunch with me, and then after my jump rope workout at work, then I'll go ahead and eat my lunch. And typically I just take leftovers from what we don't eat for dinner or my breakfast. And then I also have coffee. I still drink coffee. But then I'll have that throughout the course. So probably an 8-hour window of eating, and then fast until I wake up and work out again. Oh my God, I'm shaking so bad. So, right here is exactly what I mean by you don't need to lift heavy, right? So the first time I started out, according to Robin, was 8 or 9 pull-ups. And then last time, I think I was able to do 2 unassisted. And this time, I think I'll be lucky to get 1. I don't know, we'll see right now. But so essentially, I'm going to be getting the exact same results. I just don't have to lift as heavy. Oh, talk about a kip. Oh my gosh. That's it, man.
So it says start light on the deadlifts, even if it's just the bar and feels light. Adapt your back to the strain.
Yeah, that's extremely good advice. Solid advice. Thanks, Tom. Because yeah, I got to make sure I can't afford to injure myself, especially like if anybody's never had serious lower back pain. It's completely debilitating and demoralizing as well. It's so bad. So now incline dumbbell rows. So something that I don't know, since I don't typically do lower back exercises, with all that I've said so far, is I need to figure out if I need to put it in with my back workout like I'm doing back and by today, or if I do it with my core. But I'm thinking I need to start doing it with my core. I just did those out of order. All right. Sorry guys, messed up rotation. It's funny, I even wrote it down so I wouldn't do that. So this is the last one. It's like this one, you want it to be nice and controlled. On the way up, if you want to be explosive, you can do that. But the key is nice and slow when you're going back down. That's all I got for that one too. Son of a gun.
Todd says deadlifts are almost a full body workout, but definitely hit lower back, legs, and core. No ideas currently on other lower back exercises.
Yeah, without one of those, I can't even remember what it's called. It's been so long since I've used one where lock your feet in and it's kind of inclined. You do the up down motion. I used to do those every now and then if my back wasn't hurting, but I eventually found out that tired my muscles. With tired muscles, I was more prone to injuring my back just from like getting out of my truck because my lower back muscles were weak and couldn't hold my spine properly because of the pain. Because I never worked out because of the pain. Like I just ended up in this ridiculous downward spiral where the pain in my back just continuously got worse because I wasn't able to do anything to fix it. So yeah, it sucks. All right, so now we're gonna go back to and we're gonna round this out with box breathing. How you guys liking that audio so far? Yesterday I started using. I got a Rode shotgun mic, and it came with one of the dead cats, or Robin likes to call it a cattail. Dead cat is offensive. But I put a and I think it muffled out too much, so it's going to be good for wind and stuff, but I don't know that it was, I think it muffled out too much of my voice, so I don't think it was easy for me to be heard. And then now I'm using it without the cattail on it. So hopefully it's picking it up. I actually got some, what they called, anyway, the little cordless mics right here, but I don't like the sound quality, so I think I'm gonna end up sending it back. And I'm also afraid that all you're gonna be able to hear is my breathing, because I even tried it without the road mic, and all you could hear was cars driving by on the roads around us and my breathing. So I'm hoping that it's drowning out some of the breath noises, because I know that's just annoying, and I don't think anything makes a video better than good audio. I'm also moving my motor inside the house because our garage is actually detached. So getting service out here is actually kind of tough. Anyway. All right, time to focus for a minute. I can't hardly pick my arms up as it is. Get my workout shoes on. Best workout shoes ever.
No one can see, so we're gonna show them.
Right?
It's your Uggs. Or
No hugs. Things are so badass. What is going on, man? Kick in the pants. Just so you know, I don't usually listen to my AirPods. I can't play music when working out here because of copyright. So I'm trying the best I can, but I gotta have music to work out. It's lame. I know it's a crutch. Total crush. All right. See. I don't even understand. What's that? I don't get it. The crappy thing is, like, my music is my timer for my cool down and meditation. My gosh, this thing's all over it right now. I'm trying to hit it square. I'm having technical difficulties today. So we can move on. Box breathing. There, I'm gonna put on some music. And then once again, so inhale for a 4 count, 4 to 6 seconds. If you can do 6, it's awesome. With your heart rate up like this, I tell you, you're gonna feel like you're drowning. You're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I have to breathe, I have to breathe. You'll be fine. Just get over that whole mental thing. And when I went through MRT training, they forced us to run a mile and a half with our gas masks on. And then we also had to run up a 7-story tower. And then we had to come back down to expose more CS gas. And we weren't allowed to take our masks off the entire time. The amount of panic and claustrophobia that set in, it was pretty overwhelming, but it was just to teach you a lesson that you're fine. You're fine. Just fight through it. And the lesson there was to learn that if you're around tear gas and you take your mask off, it's gonna suck. So keep your mask on, breathe fresh air, and you're fine. Or take your mask off because you're panicked and you feel claustrophobic. Then you're really screwed because then your mask is full of gas. You still can't breathe anything. You're choking. Now you're tearing. You got snot running down from your nose to the ground. So then you panic. You put your mask back on. Now you have to clear your mask again, and you're just right back in this exact same situation. So, anyway, so what we're gonna do now? Went off on a tangent. I digress. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Hold the exhale for 4 seconds. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Breathe out through your nose. Hold it. So, all right. So that's it. That's today's workout. Can you turn it up a little bit? All right, so that's today's workout. So, you guys know, I used to be able to bang all this out, no problem. I used to be able to weigh, I used to be able to lift way more weight. I used to work out more. I was faster, stronger. I don't know if I was any bigger. I might have been. I know I was more lean, of course. But over the years, I let myself go. I got comfortable. And I let my nutrition go. I let my mental health go. And I pay the consequences for all of it. I let my physique go, all in the name of comfort. And I'm happy to be getting all that back. Started with my nutrition. And I hope that you guys are getting inspired. I hope you're getting motivated so that you can develop the discipline to join me on doing this every day. Robin and I, we go down to the beach sometimes and go for ice baths. We sent you guys pictures of us over in the ice pools up at Mount Baker, taking an ice bath in glacial runoff. And it's just amazing. And I can't tell you how much better I feel. And I'm glad that I'm able to have you guys along with me to get this done and go for this ride. Life has been amazing, and it's only getting better from here, especially if you can join me on this. That's all I got for today. I appreciate you tuning in. It means the world to me. I can't thank you enough. Thanks. I appreciate you. I love every one of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.
Todd says you're doing great. Don't stop what you're doing.
What's that?
Todd says you're doing great. Don't stop what you're doing.